So Maddie here, she was herself poor and she belongs to a poor family. She usually wore somebody's hand-me-down clothes. Hand-me-down clothes is the clothes used by somebody else and it is given to others. So she was a poor girl who used to wear the hand-me-down clothes, and she is thankful to God that she does not belong to this Bogan Heights, where from where our Wanda comes from. And sometimes when Peggy was asking Wanda those questions in that mocking, polite voice, mocking means false, just to pretend like, okay, just to make fun of, to imitate others. So, whenever she asked that, whenever Peggy used to ask Wanda those questions, Maddie used to be she used to feel bad for Wanda, and she felt very embarrassed. And during that time, she used to study the marbles. She used to have pieces of marbles in her hand, that is the palm. She used to roll the marbles and start thinking, and she never involve in all those. She will not reply also, and she will not involve also. She will start playing with the marbles that she has in the hand, and she will not talk anything in that place. And not that she felt sorry for Wanda, it was not because that she felt sorry exactly, but she would never had have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy hadn't invented the rest game. But suppose Peggy and all others started in off. So what girl Maddie thought was, it's not that she felt sorry for her, but instead she was also feeling that she is also from a poor family, and in case if she's going to talk anything there, she also had that fear. She was scared that Peggy will start making fun of her also. So being scared about it, she will never give any thought, or she will not speak anything in that place where Peggy used to make fun of Wanda. And coming to this one, though they were late today, even though they were late to the school, Maddie was glad she had not make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. So she was working. Maddie was working her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly, and 8 times 8. Let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write a Peggy a note. So she's feeling that she had that courage to write Peggy a note saying that let us stop making fun of Wanda. And she didn't have that courage to speak out to Peggy, but though she wanted to tell Peggy, she wanted to write a note to Peggy saying that let us stop making fun of Wanda. So here she starts like, hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. So after she completed her arithmetic, she started writing a note to Peggy. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. So suddenly she gave a pass, and she was just thinking. She was lost in thinking herself in the place of Wanda in that schoolyard, and others making fun of Maddie. So she was thinking in such a way that she's putting herself in the place of Wanda, because she was also from a poor family, and she used to get the clothes from the other people, and she wore it, and her mother used to correct it, trim it in such a way that the class of 13 don't recognize that these were the used clothes. Okay, so her mother used to correct it in such a way that nobody is able to identify, nobody is able to recognize that these clothes are used one. So she even used to wear Peggy's clothes, Peggy's dresses also, where Peggy's dresses were trimmed by her mother in order to change its original appearance, so that in her class of 13, that is in that room number 13, so in room number 13, that means in her class nobody identify that these dresses belong to Peggy. So now what happens is she's thinking herself in the place of Wanda, others making fun of her along with Peggy. So she thinks her like that, and she feels, no, I'm not going to write this note. If I write this, so everyone will start making fun of me also. So if Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda, oh well. Maddie ran her hands through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. So now thinking about all this, she was just running her hands in between the short hair. That is, Maddie was doing this, thinking that putting her thoughts, all the unwanted thoughts, uncomfortable thoughts away. And what difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore it. So, after thinking about her, Maddie tore all that papers into bits. That is the note which she started writing. And she feels that she was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was best liked girl in the whole room. So she feels she's Peggy's best friend, and Peggy is also a student who's liked by everyone in that room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that will really cruel, that will be really cruel, or that will really hurt others. That's what she feels. That's what Maddie feels. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived upon Bogan Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dress, pale blue with colored trimmings. And she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. "You'd look like a Christmas tree in that," the girls had said in the pretended admiration. So, this was the conversation that ever Wanda did. Okay, she never had spoken about anything in the classroom or in the school. The only thing that she spoke was about the dress, that is the 100 dress in the uh, cupboard. And the other time, Maddie remembered her telling she had one of pale blue color dress which was trimmed, meaning altered, and brilliant jungle green color dress with a red sash in it. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consists of designing dresses, and for boys, of designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least, that's what everybody thought. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winner, then they'd know. So now thinking about we are talking about Maddie now. So thinking about this 100 dresses in the closet which was told by Wanda, she was thinking who is going to win the drawing competition that was held. Maggie is thinking that who is going to win this competition. So Maggie feels that it's definitely Maddie feels that it is definitely Peggy who is going to win the contest because she's very brilliant in drawing. She used to even draw the face of an actor. Okay, so she just like that, she can draw anything that she observes in a magazine. So it is very easy for her to draw anything and admire people with her drawing. So she feels she's have that strong feeling that it is Peggy who's going to win the competition for girls. So the competition for girls is to draw dresses, and for boys it was designing motorboats. So keeping this in mind, Maddie feels that for girls Peggy will definitely win the medal. The next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street, the street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Bogan Heights. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today was important. So the next day, Maddie and Peggy hurried to school, and they did not wait for Wanda in a place that is, it was raining, and so under Peggy's umbrella, Maddie and Peggy ran to school. They hurried to school in order to know the result of the drawing competition that was held in the class. So the class teacher, Miss Mason is going to announce the result today, and so she's feeling that who is going to be the winner told by Miss Mason. That's what her class teacher is. So she's feeling she has to hurry up. So they both are hurrying up under Peggy's umbrella. And actually, they did not like to wait for Wanda today under that corner. On the corner of the Oliver Street, which is far away under the railroad tracks, which led to Boggin Heights. And they didn't wait for her today because it was very important day for them in order to know the results of drawing competition.